Welcome to the Kingdom Saga, a journey into the story of the king, his realm, and the world to come. This project exists for one purpose: to restore the concrete, breathtaking reality of the kingdom Jesus preached. If your heart has ever whispered, "There must be more to the Christian life than what I was taught," then you are in the right place. As you listen, let your imagination awaken, let Scripture open before you, and let the world behind the words come alive again. In this video, we'll be looking at heaven as a country. Heaven is not an idea. It is not a metaphor. It is not a spiritual abstraction floating somewhere beyond the stars. Heaven is a country, a real place, a real realm, a real homeland with borders, culture, government, and atmosphere. It is the center of the kingdom, the capital of all creation, the world behind the world. When Scripture speaks of heaven, it is not describing a distant paradise for the dead. It is describing the seat of the king's government, the place where his will is fully manifest, the realm where his presence is the environment and his glory is the air. Heaven is not the reward of the righteous. Heaven is the homeland of the kingdom. Every country has a culture. Every country has a language. Every country has a way of life. Heaven is no different. It is a world with its own customs, its own rhythms, its own values, its own atmosphere. It is the place where everything operates according to the nature of the king. Heaven is not less real than earth. It is more real. Earth is the shadow. Heaven is the substance. Earth is the reflection. Heaven is the source. Earth is the outpost. Heaven is the homeland. To understand the kingdom, you must understand heaven as a country, not a symbol, not a dream, not a destination, but a realm with structure and identity. Heaven has geography, not geography made of dirt and stone, but geography made of glory. It has regions, realms, and territories. It has mountains of majesty, rivers of life, courts of justice, and halls of worship. It has places where angels gather, places where decisions are made, places where glory flows like a river. Heaven is not a blank spiritual canvas. It is a world of breathtaking beauty, overwhelming presence, and living architecture. Everything in heaven is alive, not merely living, but alive with glory. The environment responds to the king. The atmosphere vibrates with his nature. The very ground radiates with his presence. Heaven is not static. It is dynamic. It is vibrant. It is overflowing with life. This is why Scripture describes heaven with imagery that feels too large for the human mind. Thrones of fire, seas of glass, streets like gold, gates like pearls, angels like lightning, voices like rushing waters. These are not metaphors. They are attempts to describe a world so alive with glory that human language strains to contain it. Heaven is not a place you imagine. It is a place you remember, a place your spirit recognizes even if your mind does not. Heaven is a country because heaven has a king. A country is defined by its ruler, and heaven is the realm where the king's rule is absolute, visible, and unchallenged. His throne is not symbolic. It is the center of government. His court is not ceremonial. It is the place where decisions are made. His council is not decorative. It is the assembly where the affairs of creation are discussed. Heaven is the capital of the kingdom. It is the place where the king's will is fully manifest. It is the realm where his nature shapes everything. It is the world where nothing resists him. This is why Jesus taught his disciples to pray, "Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven." Heaven is the model. Heaven is the blueprint. Heaven is the standard. Heaven is the country. Earth was meant to reflect. Earth was never meant to be separate from heaven. Earth was meant to be an extension of heaven, a colony of the homeland, a territory governed by the king, a world filled with the culture of the kingdom. Heaven is not the end goal. Heaven is the starting point. Heaven has culture. Not human culture, but kingdom culture. The culture of glory, honor, holiness, joy, justice, and love. In heaven, everything reflects the nature of the king. There is no corruption. There is no rebellion. There is no decay. There is no fear. There is no shame. There is no darkness. The culture of heaven is the culture of the king. It is the environment where his nature is the norm, not the exception. It is the world where his presence is the atmosphere, not the interruption. This is why worship in heaven is not a ritual. It is the natural response of beings who are fully alive in the presence of the king. It is why angels cry, "Holy," without ceasing. not because they are programmed, but because every moment reveals a new dimension of His glory. Heaven is not boring. Heaven is overwhelming. Heaven is not quiet. Heaven is alive. Heaven is not passive. Heaven is active with glory. The culture of heaven is the culture humanity was designed to carry into the earth. Heaven has citizens, not ghosts, not spirits floating in clouds. Citizens. Angels are citizens of heaven. The redeemed are citizens of heaven. The saints who have gone before are citizens of heaven. And those who belong to the King, even while living on earth, are citizens of heaven. Citizenship is not about location. It is about allegiance. It is about identity. It is about belonging. This is why Scripture says, our citizenship is in heaven, not will be, is. You are not waiting to become a citizen of heaven. You already are. You belong to the homeland. You carry its culture. You represent its king. You are an ambassador of the country of heaven. Heaven is not where you go when you die. Heaven is the country you represent while you live. Heaven has an economy, not an economy of money, but an economy of glory, honor, and obedience. In heaven, value is measured by alignment with the King. Honor flows upward and downward. Glory flows outward. Obedience flows naturally. Everything is sustained by the presence of the King. Heaven's economy is not based on scarcity. It is based on abundance. There is no lack in heaven. There is no competition. There is no fear of not enough. Heaven is a country of overflowing life. Everything in heaven is full. Everything in heaven is whole. Everything in heaven is complete. This is why Jesus said, I came that they may have life, and have it abundantly. He was not offering a religious experience. He was offering the ecology of the homeland. Heaven has borders, not borders that keep people out, but borders that define identity. Heaven is distinct from the earth, but not distant from it. Heaven is separate from the fallen world, but not disconnected from it. The veil between heaven and earth is thin, thinner than you think, thinner than you feel, thinner than you imagine. Heaven is not far away. Heaven is near. Heaven is here. Heaven is the world behind the world. When Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, He was not speaking metaphorically. He was announcing proximity. He was revealing nearness. He was unveiling the country behind the curtain. Heaven is not a future destination. Heaven is a present reality. Heaven is the homeland pressing into the earth. And one day, when the King returns, heaven will not take you away. Heaven will come to you. The country of heaven will fill the earth. The realms will reunite. The veil will lift. The homeland will become the world before your eyes. Heaven is not the end of the story. Heaven is the beginning of the story. Heaven is the country of the King, the world behind the world, the homeland of the kingdom, the place creation was designed to reflect. And in the chapters ahead, you will step deeper into its structures, its government, its territories, and its presence. This is the Kingdom Saga, where the story of the King, his realm, and the world to come is rediscovered. If this chapter awakens something in you, share it, subscribe, and continue the journey. The King is calling, the kingdom is unfolding, and the world will never look the same.